Hello, welcome to the tutorial of the Swedish Nationals 2018. I'm just going to make a quick rundown of the Excel sheets we are using to monitor the tournament, for you to be able to sort of get a hang of what we're actually doing and to follow the tournaments and the formats and how we play it. So on the first page we actually have the schedule. The time is Central European time, that's GMT +1 if you're counting in that way. We will be playing on Friday, we're playing the solos, and that is like an optional event. Everyone will not attend that. And then on Saturday the actual tournament sort of starts. We'll start with the doubles, the full event, and then the group stage of elimination followed by the competition group stage. Sunday will consist of the System D for elimination and the comp. So we got 14 teams playing, and we got the roster here. It's really long. I will just say a few words about each team. As you can see, we've written the origin of each team, so you know where they are from. Some places we have written the country because they're from multiple sites. Some places we have written only the city because they're from the same zone. So first out we got Feidakin, that's my team. We are the current champions of Swedish Nats. We won last year by beating GP in the finals. We are the favorites for this tournament, but we do not often play on this maze, and it's Helios, and we usually do not play Helios. We are followed by the Zone 031, that's like our organization. We have Team 1 and Team 2. Team 1 slightly got a slight edge over Team 2 and are predicted to place higher. Still, these are like mid-card teams. Some new members mixed with some old members. We got like in the first team we got Volki, and we got Neslin that has sort of played a lot of tournaments, but we also have players like Long and Cupcake that hasn't played any tournaments at all beforehand. In the second one we have Berta, who is the captain and also the most experienced player, along with Bull. We will see how far that goes because the other guys are pretty new. Then we have the teams from Stockholm, that's from the Swedish East Coast. First you actually have the second team, it's called the Sunday Kebab. Not sure why they picked that name, but that's the name. They are actually quite talented, and I think they will be like the underdogs of this tournament. Even though they haven't played Helios, still really strong players. You got Big Boss and Noob, and also Mike, I have to say, are really strong players, and they can really create an upset. After that we have the first Stockholm team. It's called Fakadin, which is a pun. Our team. They have some really talented veterans here. They got White Folks, who has been playing. He's actually he won the Worlds at, I think it was 2014 in the States, together with GP. Besides that, you also have Artful Dodger, Kurre, and Kikoman. Very strong players. Should be placing high. Not sure how much they've been playing lately, but still a very strong team. Then we have all the Finnish teams. We got Score Bandits, a pretty newly formed team. They got some players that are carried over from the SFP. That is a really old team that placed third in Australian Nats, Australian Worlds. And they also have players like Plague that has been playing for like forever. But they also have some new players in December, and also Tuiku or Hanukarpu is he has been around for quite a while, but not on an international level. He's pretty new. They are actually predicted to be fourth in this tournament. Might actually go further than that. Then we got Legacy, who is predicted to be our main opponent, ranked in as second in our prediction form. They're only playing with 5 players. They are missing a few, but I would say their strongest players is actually in this tournament. So that would be a really interesting challenge for us. A really strong team, especially R, who plays third in Worlds on solo, is a really strong individual player. Then we got a mixed team of Finnish players, as you can see in the origin here. They're from Jyväskylä, Rovaniemi, and Helsinki. All sort of good players, but they haven't been playing together a lot. I'm not really sure they are predicted to place like 8th, I think. I have it right here. Second. Predicted at 7th, yeah. No. 6th for competition, 7th for elimination. So, I don't know. We'll see. Then we got Slow-Mo, where you can see Silitol is in that team as a really, really strong player. And he is playing with 4 new players from Helsinki. So this is sort of he's taking the high road to teach the youngsters how to play tag. We will see how far it goes. They are predicted quite high, but I suspect people just saw that Silitol was in the team and predicted them higher. Then we got a really, really strong team from Helsinki. I won't really try to pronunciate it. It's just abbreviated K. You got Dark Omen, who's the captain of GP, and also Astma, who is also a GP player, although semi-retired. Besides that, you got Musti, Hacker, and Mina, really strong young players, upcoming, and would be like the new GP maybe in a couple of years' time. They are predicted at 3rd. I think they will be somewhere there. They will be in the finals, most likely. Like a dark horse. Then we got Norway. They have players from Oslo and a place called Drammen. And Siven, who is the captain, is the only zone player right now. The other players, I think, are from another system. So they will struggle a bit with the system, obviously, and they are sort of predicted 13th, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 13th in both events. Well, good luck to the Norwegians. Then we have the Germans. Sort of new maybe to some, but they have been playing very actively tournaments in Gothenburg, Helsinki, Moscow, you know, all over the place. Their first team is actually really strong. I think they will be placing quite high. The second team I know nothing about really. The third team contains 2 Finnish players in Nova and Lexa. They are predicted to be 14th, but I don't think with these 2 players they will probably place higher than maybe Norway and the second team at least. Notable players from Germany are almost the entire first team. I haven't played against this guy Lucas before. I don't know really who it is, but these 3, David, Catarax, and Palma, are really strong players, strong team players. Really good on their home system. They are the German champions actually on their home system, so they have some zone skills, laser tag skills, sorry. Also here we have a map of the maze and a link to our homepage where most information can be found. I do have the map here. There we go. This is a map of the arena if it just stops lagging. Okay. Computer is a little bit weak. Sorry. So, let's see if I can make this work. There we go. So as you can see, I'm trying to get a good angle here because as you can see, there's a lot of low walls here, especially between blue and red. The bases are traditional Swedish bases, like the paperclip bases that we use. However, they are a little bit smaller than, let's say, Gothenburg and also Stockholm, I think. And these walls on the side is really narrow, so it's hard to defend the bases. Very much so. Well, I suggest you open the map on your home computer. That is most likely a little bit stronger than this one, because I will go back here to the grids once again. I just wanted you to get a glimpse of it. Okay, so next tab, we got the commentaries. We got a lot of different commentaries. We have a little bit of information about every commentary. and as you can see, they are scheduled. Some parts are marked as blue. That's when we don't know who will be on the mic, because we don't know who will be playing and who's not playing. It depends, like, because it's could be the playoffs when we don't know who goes ahead, doubles because people sort of move on from the grid pretty fast, so it's really hard to put someone on the mic there. However, you have Monica, who will be like the main streamer, so to speak. And on Sunday, we also have this guy, Lucia, who's also here to stream only. So, a lot of Monica and Lucia here. So she will be like the main hostess, sort of. We will try to mark games red as we progress. I'm not sure if we will sort of manage to do that. Maybe we'll remove this and we will not mark it red, and then you will have to check each individual tab to follow the tournament as it goes. We marked the finals for you, so you know when you really need to tune in. And we also wrote down the times. We do have a sort of timetable. However, since we play elimination and it's subject to sweeps, there's a big chance that the timetable will be distorted. And that is also why we choose to write the games people are commenting instead of times, because we don't really know when people will be playing. Enough of that. Then we have the settings. We have written down most of the settings. This part is in Swedish, I need to change that. We will be playing the Gothenburg solo. I'll be talking more about that later on. We have the doubles, that is equal to the doubles played in the Australasian Championships. However, we use our settings with like stuns and 1 shot per second and so forth, like in Worlds, sort of. We got an elimination with 4 teams and the 3 comp that most of us know. So if we look at the world settings and compare it to our setting, it's the easier way to go. Big differences are the deactivation times. We use 6 seconds instead of 8. We have no reloads, and games are slightly shorter, and that is the main differences. Also in elimination, we got 1 shot every 2 seconds instead of every 1 second. Note that we also have 8-second deactivation on elimination. One thing I will mention is the IR. We compared to Australia or even Finland, for that matter, we play with a lot weaker IR, and that will be controversial, but that is always how Sweden does it. Moving on to the solos, we are playing something called the Gothenburg solo. It's very different from your usual solo. I did write some notes here. I won't read them to you, but basically you play in a group and you play 5 games and you play them straight. You are not allowed to see the results from the games in between the games. So rank points is what decides it, and the one who gets the lowest total rank points will win the game. So every round is 5 games. Top 5 goes to finals. Finals is 20 players. Group stage 18. We will be playing elimination, that is solo elimination. Progressive solo, where every 30 seconds the player with the lowest score is eliminated. And Time Warrior, where you start with 120 seconds and it will start ticking down. Every time you shoot someone, you steal 5 seconds from them. Every time you get shot, they steal 5 seconds from you. And it's all about survival, and still can't just sit around, because then you will get eliminated. We do have a bug in this whole thing, and that's the position of the player, of your position in the game will be viewable in the weapon. It's not really perfect, but it is what it is. Once you get eliminated, you return to the airlock, or you go to the red base. The reason why you can choose between 2 areas is you don't want people to really see exactly how everyone is placing. So you can sort of distort by going to the red base instead of going to the airlock. Okay. I marked some players yellow because we had this prediction, and those who were predicted to win are marked as yellow, just so you know how the favorites are doing. Yes. There we go. And of course, players are not allowed to view any scoreboard in between the games. Then we have the doubles. It's not like a group stage like they do in Australia. It is like a ladder elimination with a winners and a losers bracket. From first game, you can always see who's going to the losers bracket, who's going to the winners bracket. And then from losers bracket, you either move on within the losers bracket or you're out. In the winners bracket, you either go to finals, you move on in winners bracket, or you move down to losers bracket. Teams will reach finals sort of from various games. It's not like a semi-final like you usually do. You can reach finals from winners 1, winners 2, or from the last losers group, like losers 3. Finals will be 3 games. We do not remove the highest and lowest score. Like this, the scores you get are the scores you keep. Elimination. We got the group stage. Everyone plays everyone, almost. Because there are 4 teams, it's hard to make like a really true grid. So everyone plays everyone but one team. Every team has one team they do not play in the group stage. As you can see, we have sweeping. If you sweep all the other teams, you get 5 rank points. If you are swept, you get 0. Teams that are alive when the game is over will be ranked according to their placing. So the 5 points is if you eliminate all the other teams. Otherwise, you just get the win, get 4 points. After that, scroll to the side, we will be playing a System D. System D is frequently used in Sweden, Finland, and Australia, also New Zealand, not so much in America. It's basically a three-track where you have to win to move on within your track. Now this is not, we have scrambled it, so you don't get any back-to-backs. That's why it looks the way it does. But as you can see, you have teams moving in, and you can see the winner moves on. The other ones fall down. Okay? And in the last game, like the lowest track, in every game 3 teams are eliminated, 1 move forward. And this carries on all the way to the finals. Finals are 4 games, rank points, and the worst score is not removed, and the high score is not removed. It's like what you get is what you get. All right, so then we have the 3 comp. We start with 2 groups of 7. They are seeded, so top 3, the ones that are written in top 3 here, are the high ranks. The other 4 are the low ranks. Top 3 in every group will move to the winners group here. It's called Group 1, or politically correct. And then bottom 3 goes down here to the loser side, Group 2. The teams that are placing 4th will play each other in a tiebreaker. It's a little unorthodox because it's a 2-team comp. But we will use that instead of using like highest score and something like that, because it depends on who else you have in the group. Moving on, and this also boils down to a System D, just like elimination, built the same way, but you have 3 teams instead of 4. So. There you go. Last one, we have the results. I will just write the results here. These are, when it says expected, this is what was predicted in the Google Forms we had out. We had a good 20 answers, so it's sort of believable. And yeah, there you go. Hopefully now you are ready to watch Swedish Nats 2018. Thank you.